Do you have what it takes to be a better Neverwinter player? Or the best Neverwinter player? Let's find out. Roll it. Welcome, new player, or not so new, but curious to see what kind of nonsense I will say player. Nobody really gives it much thought when playing games, but regardless if you know it or not, your toon/character is a representation of you in a digital pixelated form. So every interaction your toon has reflects on your character, who you are. You control your toon, it doesn't act on its own. You're actually pressing or face rolling buttons on your keyboard that your toon actually obeys. We never consciously think of these things. We find free time, we grab a coffee, some beer, wine, or whatever else tickles your fancy, and then we sit down to play some Neverwinter. Same goes for when you interact in chat channels and voice comms, either in-game or on Discord. Not everybody will like you. Not everybody will agree with you. Some people will get jealous for a reason, some for no reason at all. Some also resort to hating and throwing shade your way, but that is the minority. I'd like to think that most people are actually decent. Nobody's perfect, trust me, I have my share of haters, but I really couldn't care less, and either should you. So how to be or become the best Neverwinter player? Be part of the community. Being part of the Neverwinter community, building relationships through conversations, through running some dreaded MEs together with friends, or even just shooting the shit in Discord will help you grow a reputation and earn support and possibly really good long-lived friendships that can expand outside of the boundaries of a pixelated world. Because becoming a better Neverwinter player or the best Neverwinter player, to me, isn't just confined to gameplay. Whoever says online friends aren't as important as in-person friends are grossly mistaken. I know this because I've said that in the past, but I know now that I was very, very wrong. I know people whose online friendships have literally saved their lives. Online communities deserve way more credit than people actually give them. Community is a huge benefit of making friends with other gamers. Amidst the trolls and the insolent creeps, there are loving people who will support and build you up. A supported person is a healthier person, and a healthier person is much better off. Knowing your limits. There are people out there, believe it or not, who do struggle with anxiety. And lots of video games out there can trigger anxiety, but it's not always a bad thing. Most horror games, for example, are 5% legitimately scary content and 95% player paranoia. In the case of Neverwinter, the anxiety is mostly related to not letting people down in certain trials or dungeons. Or they are just simply afraid to be seen as not good enough in people's eyes. Trust me, it's anxiety-inducing to some. People always feel the need to be good enough, which is actually normal. Nobody wants to be the odd man out or the runt of the litter. If you own up to your limits, accept them, and try to move past them in time, then you can reduce that stressful feeling. So knowing your limits is healthy. Don't be afraid of admitting mistakes or asking questions. 90% of the time, someone will help you. At least that has been my experience. Be empathetic. Whether you realize it or not, there are many people in our beloved Neverwinter who suffer from depression, suicide, and self-harm. And in my opinion, a more empathetic person is a better person. We all can be dicks sometimes, myself included. Nobody's an angel, and last I checked, I don't have wings, and my horns hold up my halo really, really well. But that person that you or someone you know is attacking verbally on the other end of your monitor could have a myriad of issues. So if someone isn't moving out of red or not grabbing the purple corner in LOM, it might be because he is colorblind. It might be because he's 70 years old and has bad eyesight. Everybody has the right to play games regardless of his age or his issues. People need to be part of communities. So they search for it and they don't even know they are. And that's why MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. are so popular. Even porn sites have communities. And I know you all know that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So don't be so quick to judge someone's actions. Talk to them first. I've known many people and still know them who have disabilities. Some can't hear, some have only one arm, and some have mental disabilities. Bottom line is don't assume who the other person is. Take the time to find out, and if not, well, just don't be a douche monkey. Be polite or even say nothing and move on to your next thingamajigger that you want to be involved in. So simply just be empathetic when you need to be, and that will definitely make you one of the best Neverwinter players in my book. Mentor a noob. Best start looking for the Luke to your Yoda. Teaching somebody else to play is an excellent mind hack for self-improvement. There's a phenomenon called the protege effect, whereby those who tutor their peers become much better at recalling information and applying it more effectively. You can be a mentor regardless of level. There's always someone who knows less than you. Show them the ropes, take them by the hand, and skip into the depths of Avernus and get some maps. Plus, it will make you feel good inside. Knowing you helped someone is an amazing feeling, especially if they are thankful afterwards. So dudes and dudettes, I'm telling you, there is no better feeling. Except maybe sex. And trust me when I tell you, it's a very gratifying feeling. Participate in guild events and activities. Some guilds create events for people to socialize in. Some guilds do them just to gain some much needed resources, and some do it just for the fun of doing them. For example, Marauders and or Dragonflights, which also rewards you with influence and other stuff, but for me, it's mostly about the socializing. Some also do trivia, PvP, and whatever else you can think of. Whatever they are, be active and join in on the fun. It's a great way to have some laughs, crack a few jokes, and make some new friends. It's the least you can do since they took you in, and now it's probably your home, right? Be active in Alliance or Guild chat. Try to participate in conversations in the Alliance or Guild chat you belong to. It is again another way of becoming part of the family. It is also a great way to pass out information and learn things from others. You should definitely ask questions in those chats when you are stuck or are clueless about anything in-game related. Like I said before, it is all about socializing. Dungeons and Trials. I've said this before in other videos, but it also deserves to be said in this one. When you join dungeons, trials, or skirmishes, it wouldn't hurt if you started off by greeting everyone. Say hi, even if they don't say hi back. Eventually you'll run into groups who will appreciate that hello and will respond back to you. And they can even turn into good friends in the long run. Also say bye and thank you when you leave, even if they don't answer back. They possibly will remember you were nice the next time you plus up in a zone chat or Alliance or Zergs for a specific dungeon, trial, or event, and take you with them just for that. Combat. When in a dungeon, try and fulfill your role. If you're a tank, tank. If you're a healer, heal. And if you're a DPS, well, don't run in before the tank and get yourself murderized. Yeah, that's a word. I just said it. You can't DPS when you're dead. And your group will possibly get annoyed at you for running in like Leroy Jenkins in the first place.
Leroy Jenkins! Oh my god, he just ran in.
If you're a veteran, you will know what to do. But if you are new or don't know, ask questions. But follow one basic rule. Follow your team and stay out of red. Red equals dead. And the reason you follow your group is so you can see what others are doing and try to learn from them by just watching them. But don't worry, in time you won't be a follower but a leader. Other things you can do are participate in the CDP, which is a collaborative development program, post a build on MMO Minds, maybe report a bug instead of ignoring it, share tips, builds, and information on Discords and forums. To me, if you want to be the best player in Neverwinter or one of the best, it's not just about gameplay. Far from it. It is a mixture of everything you do that makes you the best. Nobody cares about the top DPS or the top healer or the top tank in the game if said person is a rude, obnoxious snaggle waffle burger biscuit, right? To me, the best players I have ever met were amazing people with an amazing sense of humors and not necessarily top-notch players game-wise. Sure, it would be great if you had all of the above, but not all can or do. I'd take a smart, funny person with a great personality over a top damage-dealing, arrogant doorknob and window licker any day. But seriously, enough of this. I need to go see my therapist. I think I just licked another window again. Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.
Carry on my wayward son.